Alright everyone, we are here with some more Rome 2 on a beautiful 3v3. This was actually put into the replays for Charlie in Joe's Discord, so if you ever do have a replay you want me to cover because you know it's going to make me mad, or you think it's a cool one, you can always send it there. And I promise I'll eventually get to it because I do less videos than Joe. He has more, but he goes through quite a bit more than I do. But with this 3v3 here, it is on the beautiful city of Alexandria. You can see they are sitting in the corner because of the truly fearsome zone. If you don't know in Alexandria, little fun fact, you can actually, as a defender, position units like pretty much out here. So you can just start outside the map, which is hilarious. Joe enjoys that a lot. Definitely didn't get really pissed last time I did that. But let's get to the army comps. Let's start with the attackers here, then we'll move on to the defenders. So we're going to start with Colchis, who does have a little bit of his general and his other cavalry here. And it's brought to us by King Kong Shen. He's got 2 Hippeus Lancers, including his general, 2 Eastern Archers, and 2 Eastern Slingers. He's got himself 7 Colchian nobles, 2 hillmen, and 1 Kartli axeman. Next up, we have, let's go with Carthage, because the majority of his army is right here in the middle. He's brought to us by Quinn, 1822. Now, he's brought the wrong general, the general's bodyguard, so I do hope he loses. He's got himself a Scorpion, a Balearic Slinger, 3 Cretan Archers, 1 late Libyan Hoplites, 8 Libyan Infantry, and 3 Samnite Warriors. He's lucky there's no wall already, because if there was a wall already right here, this boy would not be sitting pretty. Final attacking army is Massilia, brought to us by Lemirecum. He's got a Massilian cavalry general, which at least is a full 80-man general. 1 fixed ballista, 1 Celtic slinger, 3 mercenary Gallic hunters, 1 mercenary Celtic warrior, and 5 Massilian Thoreo spears. I believe it is 8 thorax swords. I forgot to write that down because I'm a genius and I was doing this at 1 in the morning. But I believe that's right. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I'm a genius and I remember numbers. Let's go to the defenders. We got 2 green and a purple, so we'll start with the 2 green, the first of which being Armenia, brought to us by Dr. Stalker 23. Stalker as in like he stalks things, not stalker as in he's following you from behind, which he might be doing that as well. He's got himself 2 Royal Cataphracts, 4 Eastern Archers, 2 Hillmen, and 8 Kartli Axemen. Galatia here, which is the other green, is brought to us by Toxic Rex. I wonder what makes him so toxic, but he's got a Galatian nobleman general, 1 Scorpion, 3 mercenary Syrian archers, 8 Galatian legionnaires, and 2 Galatian swords. And then we have purple here. Parthia, brought to us by Honorio, which you can see he's got a Hillman, but he's got his cataphracts over there. As he does have 1 Royal Cataphracts general, 1 Camel Cataphracts, 4 Parthian foot archers, which, interesting, 2 Hillmen, and 8 Parthian swords. So with that, let us get this party started. Yeah.
Pray to the gods we may hold these walls today, for if the enemy scales them...
Not happy that it ended so fast.
Check your weapons, and then...
Check your weapons. Alright, let's see what we've got going on. Anything fun? They're staying inside, fair enough. There's a Thraeus over there just to defend. I would put them in square formation, that way you can actually defend properly. But yeah. Tower wall, a bit of a tower wall over there to prevent against the sally out, and a push here. Fair enough. Got tortoises that they're going to use to break that. It does block, because I think this is actually a pretty good spot to break the tortoise at here. Break with the tortoise at here, and that's kind of blocked off by the tower wall there. That way, it gets you a way to force this way as well. Kind of put some pressure later in the fight for the walls. But I'm assuming it's just going to be a focus on this part and this part, which means that the defenders can quickly bottle them up if it's just going to be that corner here. But I might be wrong. He might go around and do that and open up another spot where he can actually put some pressure. I like how they're using a Cartly Axeman to push up a tower, instead of just using the two Hillmen and just alternating them. Because you obviously can't use this one yet, so why not just use those two as the Hillmen, and then get that third one coming in. Parthian swords leading the way. Do have that mercenary Syrian. Yeah. Why did you do that? Why didn't you break it? Are you not going to break this wall? Oh, you're trying to do it at the same time to be fancy. Or not. There you go. Yeah, that's why you don't get off of it, by the way. Wait, are you... Why are you doing that? There is no reason to play this game like this. Well, you're gonna get the Hillman to break that one down now? Like, because that if you do just use it to break one more, it makes no difference. So, are you gonna get the Massilian artillery to just break down that wall? What are you doing? Yeah, it's gonna glitch out like this. Yeah, he's just gonna break that. I mean, he's gonna kill some men. I don't know if he wants to do that right now, because he is gonna kill a bunch of Hillmen. Give him a second to move that away before you do that. I mean, you can fully kill the unit now if you do that. Yeah. Now you can hit it. Now the ballista can hit this spot. That's okay now. Yeah. The issue is yeah, he's not gonna get that. Defenders realize what he's playing at, and they're just gonna hit the back of the unit with that, and it's bye-bye. Yeah, already down to 93. They're not gonna let him play that game. He's gonna have to use a better unit to do that, and sacrifice a better unit if he wants to do play the game with the towers. Is the ballista gonna fire? There it goes. Well, they did the same thing, and now they're gonna have a very hard to receive tortoise. But they do have an extra tortoise going. We'll see if he actually is able to properly use that. There you go, he did switch to single shot. No, I don't think they're close enough on the Colosseum to be worried.
Judas! In service to the king!
Alright, it's Celtic Warriors time, and they're going to try to take that. I mean, there's 2 archers there ready to go. Are they going to go for the tortoise, or are they going to come on in? Looks like they're coming on in, okay. Hillman might be coming here. Ooh, Gallic Hunters, Gallic Hunters. Gallic Hunters. He needs to get that Galatian sword up. Up there to defend that flank. Because to be honest, if I was that Celtic warrior, I would be seeing if these guys were paying attention, be charging towards those archers. I guess he wanted to neutralize the tower, fair enough. Hillman, Hillman. Someone's got to go down there. Someone has to push down and see if they can get that archer. There we go. Galatia's finally noticed. Parthian foot. You need to move up a little bit. You've got the Syrian on the corner.
Break from the enemy! Fire out the enemy!
I mean, if you're going to let them open that up, you might as well pull back your infantry and archers. Are you actually using the missile shot? Wild stuff. I mean, you did no damage to them. And all you're doing, you're not even scaring, you're not even doing a morale penalty. Yep, that's what I expected to happen. Alright. Big... Oh, they're doing the fun tournament thing where they go into shield wall so they can throw javelins. But the other issue is they're getting shot in the side. Are they still getting shot on the side, or did they get saved? Honestly, they just got saved because they were getting shot on the side and they would have no protection on the front. But yes, this is a little cheesy tournament tactic that goes on, where you shorten up the unit so you can throw javelins at the wider front. Perfectly honest. I get where it comes from. Actually very useful because you can get a lot of units there. But I mean, if this unit right here shot, right here, this guy, that thorax would have been fucked. That thorax gets no shield defense when you're doing that. You can stop shooting at the Hellmen. They've already broken their walls. Also, send the Cartly Axemen in here. Send the Hellmen in like that. Bam. You can also send the Hillman in that way. I don't know what was going on there, but that Hillman should have charged earlier and seen if he could scare those units away and had the second one hit the Galatian sword. Why are you playing so passive, Colchis? I don't know what Colchis is doing, but Colchis is just standing there. There's no cavalry outside, but Colchis has just decided he's not playing this game right now. Maybe he's walked away. Maybe he's too busy microing his Colchian noble. I don't know. But he lost a good opportunity to want. Now he's moving. But to be honest, now it's too late. Yeah. That Cartly's taken a ton of damage needlessly. So it is far too late. Those Hillmen are going to die. Yeah. They just refuse to do anything here and let themselves die. A bad misplay for Colchis. Could have probably taken out one or two Galatian swords. And scared away some archers. If not, hit them, because it doesn't look like Galatia was paying too much attention for a while. They're doing the same thing now, where they thin up the formation so they can throw javelins behind it. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the strategy. I think it is very, very gamey. Which it is, but it's part of the game. So, you know, works out. I mean, the Colchian Noble doesn't care too much about it. Yeah. Colchian Noble did not give a shit about that, but hey. I mean, it got them up to 90 kills. They're gonna get ready to do the same thing again now? I imagine so. If they haven't already. Or they did, and that's why they put the Parthians up. Nope. Here they go. Thin up. What the attackers need to do is, because they have so many thoraxes, thin up a unit of thorax and hit the Galatian legionnaires in the back, because they can do that. Yeah. But I mean, the Colchian Noble is the best unit to hit on that, because they're going to take the least amount of casualties and still be an effective unit. Now the issue is they have Hoplite Wall on, and there's now arrows coming over their head. Shield strength increased, so these javelins are doing less. They're still not doing it. They need to thin up and move into the Galatian Legionnaire. They're refusing. And that's, by the way, how you counter that strategy. You just have to pay attention and thin up on there. Yeah, I mean, Kolk is forced away because no one's committing to this fight here. Like, there's like no units here. You need to commit over here. You do not have a unit, sadly, that can deal with that. Ooh, Colchians getting on the wall. Now, this is a good strategy if you push here. If you're pushing there, you can hit this wall with ease, and it actually is viable. If they're just attacking this wall by itself, with no assistance, that's not the smart play. So I hope Carthage actually does something, instead of just sitting in their corner, and pushes this point here. Their Libyan infantry will do well. Like, they see nothing in this courtyard right here. So push for it. Push and do some damage, please. Please don't just sit around doing nothing, Carthage. Carthage, play the game. I don't think Carthage is going to play the game. So what's going to happen here is Colchis is going to try to attack the flank. Colchis is not going to be able to do much. Yeah, they're just playing that game. Is that literally all you're doing, Carthage? Just playing a game with your archers instead of actually being a productive member of society? Colchian nobles are winning. They're still at 131. Like, if you put pressure here, they're going to be forced to pull back when you push here. Please, please jump into the center. Why are you pushing with your archers? God damn it, what is people doing? They're not invisible. Alright. I knew with the general bodyguard this Carthage was not going to be a good player. I was right. He's just going to sit back, let his allies do all the work, and mop up the kills. He is the worst type of... He's one of the worst types of players out there. If he's going to actually just continue to sit here and do nothing. I know he's moving his archer, but that archer doesn't do shit. He's got 14 kills and he's tired because he had rapid reload on. and he didn't do anything with it. He is allowing Colchis and Massilia to be the only ones to push. By the way, we need someone to push down here, please. Carthage, this is a 3v3, not a 2v3, then you mop up the rest. You need to get involved in the fight. Alright. Yep, he's pushing up. That means someone's going to have to start pushing this center point. Please. Do not leave Colchis to die if he's going to use those walls. He's not going to use those walls. You're wasting time. This is a nearly 60-minute battle, which means that there's a lot of time wasted. Yeah, it looks like he's just re-maneuvering it. Okay. Don't fall for the bait, Armenia. Oh my gosh, Colchis finally pushed the unit up here, and look at this! The courtyard is empty. They pulled away from there. Which means they're in the next set of choke points, buddy. Some of those Galatian swords might be damaged if you do that, but that's about it. There needs to be some pressure from the goddamn attackers is what needs to happen. Hold on 1 second. Hey. As you can tell, my nose is stuffy still. How's that still hidden?
As you command! Move out!
Massilia's moving in. Colchis is getting up the towers, which means they're probably going to interact. Carthage is just still sitting in their corner because Carthage doesn't want to play the game. Honestly, I imagine the attackers are going to end up losing because he doesn't want to be a team player. Is going to be the biggest thing that constitutes their loss. Why is Massilia... Oh, let's see what Colchis does with his nobles. If he just sits back as well, that's a bad thing. Because that's all he's brought pretty much as nobles. And it's already obvious that Carthage isn't playing this game. I am not counting his one archer, by the way, though. His one archer does not count as him playing the game. I mean, the fact that they're not pressing here, preventing this full unit of hillmen to just flank this infantry and force them not to face forward, is insane, by the way. Insane that this was allowed to happen. Yeah, look at this. Colchis is moving people up. Actually participating in the game. Don't waste your ammo on a hillman. Just kill it. You could have killed it with that 60-man of Cartleys. Maybe not, but... Are they just going to ignore him? Guys! Kill the hillman! Charge him with the thorax! Oh my god, you just let him get javelins in the back. Holy shit. Guys. And you technically let him get a rear charge. I mean, they're not going to do amazing. They're going to get slaughtered, but god damn it, guys. Stop running that way. Just face that way and just charge. That's where they're shooting you from. The flank. Don't go running this way. Why? Why? You're just going to get shot in the back. Face this way and go deal with them. Okay. He just wants to get shot in the back. That's fine. Whatever. He can do what he wants. At least he's in the walls. Unlike goddamn Carthage. They're literally fighting a 2v3 right now because Carthage is just not participating in this game. What the fuck is wrong with Carthage? If you are this far into the video, I want an actual reason why players do this. I want someone to give me a valid reason why Carthage is sitting like this, and letting his two other allies take the brunt of all the damage. Is it just selfishness? Is there a reason you can see him participating in this game? Are they just letting them absorb all the ammo so they can come in and finish it off? What's the reasoning? Also, yeah, he's still getting shot in the back. He's just going to die. I guess that's the point of the Noble, is just to absorb ammo. I mean, he's absorbing a shit ton of ammo, to be fair. Because that's a lot of volleys that they fired. But, to be honest, to kill Colchian Noble, they're probably like, it's worth it, and I would be too. If I can hit a Colchian Noble in the back, I would shoot at it all day, every day. That's not going to do anything for you. Well, that's going to make it easier for them to kill you. But to be fair, they were already hit to the back anyways. Yeah. I thought Carthage was moving up infantry. No, it was Massilia. Sorry. I was about to give him praise to actually participate, but no, he's not. He's still playing the archer fight. And he also waited till the Colchian Noble was dead before he decided to start shooting his archers. So not even participating in the archer fight properly, he let his ally die first. Just to make sure he could get an easy kill. Yeah. By the way, there's no reason he should be pulling back. He's not participating in that fight. They're also out of ammo because you let them shoot and kill a Colchian Noble like that. Massilian Cav is running. And you know what? I had someone tell me the reason why you can bring General's Bodyguard is to move it around, you know, be a useful force. He's not even doing that, so I can't even give him credit for trying to be useful with his general. And I've seen the General's Bodyguard be used as a good support unit, so it's still the wrong general in my opinion, because it doesn't... It's too worthless in too many places. But I've seen arguments for it that I've gone, okay, fine. Not happy with them what they have, but he's not even doing anything that would benefit the argument. The Massilian Cav, the 80-man general running around, is doing more, giving buffs and pulling back, than this general bodyguard of 40 men. Because, again, Carthage is not playing the game. Carly versus Thorax. If only the attackers had more infantry to utilize. If only they could have had more infantry to help push these fronts and help break through the enemy. It's a pity that they only have 2 attackers. Yeah, no. I already see the writing on the walls that this Carthage isn't going to play the game. No, he's getting in now. This is way too late. If he did... And he's only going in with 2 units. Are you fucking kidding me? Everyone else is pretty much out of infantry. You're the only motherfucker with infantry left. And you're only sending in 2 units. Oh my god, this fucker. This absolute piece of fucking shit. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but this fight is already over with 30 minutes left, because Carthage is just moving in now. Massilia is pretty much out of this fight. Colchis has 3 spare Colchian nobles. Massilia is pretty much gone. Yeah. He has his Thoreos, which he hasn't been able to utilize. No, that front's dead. Because they got no support. I want you to realize Carthage is still not in the city with the majority of his infantry, despite him moving up. He was moving up, but he decided he's actually going to just sit outside the city walls. Let his allies die. Like, look at this. Look at this. Bullshit. Why do they do this? Why do they just decide not to play the goddamn game? Oh look, one of the towers is on fire. Oh look, the one Libyan is getting involved. How's the other one looking? No, he's just still sitting back.
The king demands blood.
And that's going to win the fight right there.
Stop now. Disengage. Pull back. Break from the enemy.
I mean, I don't think that's the best play with the archers. But hey. Whatever. The game's already over.
Break from the enemy. Charge.
Yep, that's broken. That means they can reform and come back in. Possibly throw javelins. Nope, they're going to just surround. Great idea. Great play here. Surround the thorax. The thorax are going to go down in a second. Oh look, Libyans are finally getting involved now. After allowing their allies to die again, here they come. Not even to protect their allies. They just decided to die. Honestly, that was a misplay by Galatia because that's going to allow them to move forward like that. Parthia is going to have to turn around now and hit that way.
Engage.
That was a bit of a misplay. Could have got the thorax swords in the attack and rear penalty and broke them.
For glory. Speed.
Nice hits. There we go. Good job, Parthia. Lining up there. They'll probably get some javelin volleys off. Yep. Something needs to go hit those thorax. Something needs to go here and thin up and hit those thorax, please. I forget the Parthians an ally. Not yet.
Forward. At speed.
Carthage is barely sending in more men. Okay. Still not playing this game. Yeah. It just ended up pretty much a choke point fight. At least this guy's trying to fight on the walls and do something. I think Massilia has by far been the best player on the attackers. He's been not afraid to try things, attempt to play the game. This might be a bit dangerous to stay here. He might get shot. Yeah, second one popped. He's going to battle rhythm the other one. Yeah. That's what I figured. I mean, at least there's a Libyan in this fight. Of course, he made sure the Colchians came in first. I mean, they're not pressing here. Yeah. Now that everyone else is pretty much dead, Carthage is sending in more troops. I'm sure he's going to look great on the kills, but he duped his teammates in this fight. He actually was probably one of the biggest contestants to the attackers' failure. I don't know if the attackers are going to lose, just based off experience. Carthage fucked them over so hard that I don't see them winning. Not unless I see them do anything super crazy with the Hippeas, which... Oh, Camel Cataphracts are outside now? Yeah. I like how he still has this helmet here. Like, why do you still have that helmet here? Nothing's coming that way. Ballista's trying to do something. I mean, Colchians are dying here. Colchians are dying here. Libyans running away and getting shot in the back. Smart play here. They're going to open up a path. I mean, if they could get a cavalry in here, that might be a good thing, but... Issue is there's like not that hold on the back. They do genuinely need a unit up here, though. Shoot the Libyans in the back. Yep, shoot the Libyans in the back. If those Libyans are pretty much dead. Alright. Oh, he's actually using his ranged again. Here's Scorpion Fire. 14 kills here. So he played the game. Yeah, 41 kills. Yes, he has. You genuinely need that Parthian sword to be up there. Unless you're pulling back. I mean, to be fair, Armenia's been holding their front. They can start pulling people away from that front because no one is fighting there. Armenia can actually rotate some men this way. And to be fair, what he is, got 3-6. Yeah, and he's got reserves he's already moving in. Now, I do... To be fair, he wasn't sitting out of the fight like Carthage because he was getting attacked a little bit on the flank. I think he's moving some of the reserves in a little too late. He could have moved them in earlier and kind of made sure this is safe. Speaking of making sure it's safe, it is not safe. Get that. You're going to have to probably get that nobleman to defend this front. Please. Yeah, there we go. The nobleman's moving. Don't chase. No, he's gonna chase. They stopped. I don't know why they stopped. And then you can just move the noblemen right into this fight. Carly's coming in. Yep, there he goes. And nobleman's gonna eat well tonight. And they just friendly fire the shit out of their own men trying to get to those noblemen. Yep. Hartley's ready to go. Parthian moving around. More Cartleys need to be in the middle. They're doing well. Gonna get that second Legionnaire in the fight. Close in on them. Bit of a pull through there. Are they going to use the Hillman? Yeah, they are. They need to move this Parthian sword up. This poor Hillman's been targeted. Why are you targeting the Hillman? Bit of everything. Genuinely, what you might be able to do is actually become aggressive with the Armenian defenders. Maybe not outside yet, but get ready to start pushing on this flank. So you break through the Libyan, and you can just start cycling that way. Force them to send more forces to the flank. Sammonites. Yeah, you can't pull back. You gotta stay up in the fight. I mean, to be honest, get those noblemen into that fight against the Thorax. You can hit them in the flank, break them. Use your infantry general a bit more, I would say. Yep, he's just gonna re-rotate. Sammonites not hit pleasantly, Libyans either. And to be fair, those Hillmen are probably going to get their ass kicked, but hey, do a little bit of damage. Yeah, Armenia is the main infantry force. He's going to have to continue to rotate more men. Even the Eastern Cataphracts joined the fight. Pay's doing what they can, but I mean, you're not going to get much in this fight. Yep, they broke it. I'm telling you, if you get the noblemen into this fight here, you'll break the enemy and you'll be able to charge down that pathway. I just pulled the nobleman back. Samurai did not win in this fight.
Fire on the enemy!
The Rayos finally coming in. No, yeah, this is basically Carthage's show now. There's really not much infantry left that's not Carthaginian. Wait, the late Libyans are actually charging them? Oh, bro, this could be a major play. Get ready to charge these cavalry in. You got 4 infantry left over here and your Royal Cataphracts. Get ready to just fucking push. Get ready to just start slamming into the enemy and doing some damage.
Charge!
14 minutes.
Double time!
It's just balance of powers in favor of the defenders, or in the attackers. I don't... It's not. It is not. I do not see a way they win.
Double time! Halt now!
Oh, Libyans joining that fight. Yep. Samurai's just getting shot again.
At the double! Advance at speed! Charge! Engage! Withdraw!
Constantinople will do what he can. General Bodyguard not doing anything. Not even supporting the troops. Another misplay by the... No, they're protected. Hellman there.
Quick march! Spill their blood! Shout for glory! Wolver access! I've seen Chris! At the double! On me!
130 kills. That ballista is still going.
At speed!
You need to get up those walls, Parthian.
At speed! At the double! Engage! Fire!
Another Libyan.
Dutchman, back! Charge! Honor!
Libyan, full strength. Cloaking trying to go in and do something.
Double time!
Hopefully they'll get 100 kills.
We will engage!
Yeah, don't do that. Let's see if they notice that they opened a gap. Thin up, right in, thin up, right on in to the back, right into that way. I would get that Hippeus Lancer moving, because that would be the play. You might have noticed. I think the Hippeus did notice. There's a huge goddamn gap. Actually, a bit of one that way as well. Charles Bodyguard, you're not going to do anything.
Engage!
Ah, he's going that way. Nice. Get those archers. Those archers have ammo. Excellent plays here. There is a Cataphracts coming. Bad trample timing. That was a bad time to hit trample. Also, you don't need it against another cavalry. Rails getting behind the Parthians. Wonderful job there. Again, it's Massilia making these plays. It's Massilia and Colchis making these plays while Carthage doesn't. Assuming they're going to get a rear charge.
In service to the king! The king demands blood!
They could have got a nice rear charge. They didn't. Oh, there they go. Yeah, breaking these units here. Again, it's Colchis and Massilia making these plays for Carthage. Carthage is just sitting there being a piece of shit. And Carthage wins, and the other two are doing the damage. The worst part is this actually could turn the tide around, and then it's going to look like Carthage did something. And it's going to make me mad. Where's the other Eastern? Did he rotate back in? Did he die? Possibly.
Pull back! Engage!
Pass, wonderful job, doing what they can. They helped massively break through the enemy. That's why Hippeus Lancers is so nice. I mean, it's not the most amount of kills, but they broke the enemy. Massilia and Thraeus did the same. That Hippeus is pretty much dead. General Hippeus is getting around, yeah. Oh gosh, that was not the most pleasant to get around. Lost a decent number. Nice hit. And that is cavalry counterattack. Just get the fuck out of there. He's gonna lose a good chunk. Dangerous, dangerous unit. There's not much in the way of... Royal Cataphracts is back around. It's exhausted, so I'm assuming he wasted a trample. That's actually a good time to use trample. Not the best charge. Yeah. Not the best charge either. Something about that corridor. Colchis, you got a bunch of kills there. Oh look, the General's Bodyguard is here to do something. Let's go, guys. And he charges the Galatian nobleman. He's a fucking madman. We lost 10 already. Don't you love a 40-man unit? They rear charge a Galatian nobleman and do shit. Get 28 kills. And now they're dead. Good job, General's Bodyguard. You've done so much. You've inspired me. And they killed 2 fleeing units. Inspirational. I mean, there's 2 left. Just kill them. Yeah. You use the cataphracts horribly. But this one, this camel cataphracts is having the time of his life. I mean, again, you keep using trample when you don't need to and exhausting the unit. Nice hit.
We understand, as you say. Quickly now.
Get back, son. Get out of there. Yeah. Nice hit with those Royal Cataphracts. That's exactly how you want to do it. Keep the Galatian alive.
Advance at speed. We understand. Forward. Ride them down.
Another trample. They're already exhausted. Might as well. I still think that was a little too early. But hey. Break them right into them. They're going to lose a ton there. Yeah.
Engage.
That should break them.
Quickly now.
There's 19 of them left. What are they doing?
Rise at the double.
I'm going to try that corridor push again. You know that doesn't work well. Might as well just hit them. Yeah. Hit the enemy there. Just do what you can. Yep. Perfect. That is excellent. Break all these units here. No, you can stay in the fight. Stay in the fight, God damn it! You would have broken them.
As you say. As you wish. As you command.
You would have definitely shattered them. Are they coming down?
Cut them down.
I guess they are out of ammo. Yeah, now if you stayed in that fight, you would have killed all of them. And back to fresh. Yeah. Nice hit. They did not get that formation off in time. That is going to absolutely screw them. Camel Cataphracts coming around to help. Another square formation too late. Bad charge, but hey, the Armenians are not going to have a bad charge, and that's going to be dead there. And they don't have enough infantry, so the Parthians are going to feast here. Nice archer shots. Yeah. You didn't use the Royal Cataphracts, right, sadly. Yep, and that's it. Alright, let's take a look. Does Carthage get the most kills? Yeah, they do. And yet they let down their team the most. That's the bad part, is it looks like Carthage did really well, but they left their team out to dry and fucked them over. If they all three attacked together, I would be saying that we probably would be seeing an attacker victory with what the defenders had left. If they coordinated properly. But they didn't, so hey. Let's take a look at how everyone did. First, we'll start with Galatia, Toxic Rex. Galatian Nobleman, 229, wonderful unit. Celtic Scorpion, 188. Syrians, 175, 147. Legionnaires, 235, 132, 151, 115, 247. 138, 145, 128. And then 163 on one of those Galatian swords. Nice kills overall. Armenia here, 242 on that Royal Cataphracts. Eastern Archers, 122. Cartley's 217, 208, 201, 117, 167, and Parthia. 596 on that Camel Cataphracts, 129 on that Parthian Foot Archer, 184 on that other one. Parthian Swords, 132, 108, 125, and 100 there. Quinn, the disappointment of this game. Balearics, 116, Credence, 208, 215, and 125. Libyans 111, 122, 109, 231, 128, 100. And then one of those Samnites getting 238. It's really easy to get the most kills once you let your allies wear everyone down before you go in. But you tend not to win when you do that. And then that's exactly what we saw here today. Musilia, 116 in the fixed ballista. Galax, 115 there. Massilian Thoreos, 134, 233. Thorax, 124, 113. And Colchis here, 193, 134 with the Epeius. Eastern Archer, 106. Colchians, 153, 105. So, what did everyone do well and bad? On the defenders, I think they did overall really well at holding the choke points, doing what they could. They left a lot of gaps open, is where they did badly. And later in the game, the Hippeus Lancers took advantage of that and broke a lot of units, actually almost turning the fight back around for the attackers. You have to be careful and mind your gaps. Make sure you're actually covering all your positions. But overall, they did a very good job at holding those choke points, luring the enemy in, and taking them out. It did help that the allies were fighting a 2v3, which is what we're going to get to on the attackers now. What did the attackers do well? I think Massilia and Colchis did a very good job. They played very well, and they exploited gaps incredibly well. Carthage left them out to dry. For a lot of the fight, the attackers were fighting a 2v3, which meant that they were taking on more enemies than they could handle, and they were getting overwhelmed. However, despite that, what they had remaining in their units did incredibly well. Yeah. Like those Thoreos 233 there, 134. Some of those later units that were later in the fight using support. Supporting when Carthage finally came in. Hippeus Lancers 193, 134. They didn't start right off the gate doing too amazing, and what you're saying, barely over 100 kills, that's not the best. But they broke a bunch of units with that Colchian, with that Hippeus Lancer. They broke a front, and that's what's really important. Carthage didn't do anything right. They left their allies out to dry. They didn't exploit gaps when they had them. They just kind of rushed into the enemy later in the game. I guess what they did well is they held while Colchis and Massilia could actually break the enemy in the end. But that's all from me. If you think anything different, you let me know in the comments. No one ever has, so hey, I'm always right. I'm pretty sure people have corrected me in the comments. I just ignore it because I'm always right. All right, everyone. Bye for now.